Coming up on this episode of Open for Business, James Bond's Aston Martin, Heineken beer instead of a shaken not stirred martini, over $47,000 in Oscar goodie bags. I want one of those. Does product placement work? All that and more coming up on episode 68 of Open for Business.
This is the Hartford Online Radio Network. 21st Century Audio. Delivered. onthehorn.com.
Bandwidth for On the Horn is provided by Amazon S3 servers. Amazon S3 is storage over the internet. Retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Highly scalable, reliable, secure, fast, and inexpensive. All from a name you trust. Amazon. For more information about Amazon S3 storage, visit aws.amazon.com. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Parker, joined today by Tommy Russo from lnrproductions.com. Hello, Tommy.
Hey, Brian. Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here, finally. A little late start with the traffic there, but glad to be here. Also here is Ken Cook, acclaimed author, Fortune 500 consultant, speaker, Inc. contributor, Inc. magazine contributor. You're everywhere. New book coming out. When's the new book coming out?
Probably in about 60 days.
60 days, and you can hear about have you picked the name of the book yet or no?
Selling Personified.
Selling Personified.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Brian?
I think it's the sales dog says woof.
Woof.
That's what it should be.
Woof.
No, just the sales dog says woof instead of Selling Personified.
The sales dog says woof.
I don't know.
Under consideration.
Yeah, that's a
good.
different title.
It's glad to have you all here. We are Open for Business, the podcast that explores all things business, entrepreneurship, technology, marketing, customer service, and making a few bucks for yourself. It's the how do I keep clients and how do I attract new ones, which is very exciting. A whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. I am really. Have you seen Skyfall yet?
I have not.
I just saw it. Whenever it was, a couple days ago. What was it, like Saturday? We rented it. First of all, talk about getting and keeping customers. I don't think I'm ever going to go to a movie theater again.
Why?
Because with my HD flat screen 58-inch television and the ability to get movies a few months after they hit the big screen,
Yep.
and I have my own bathroom, free snacks, and instead of paying $12, $15, $20 a ticket, it's $5.99 to rent them.
Yep.
Why do I want to go to a movie theater, ever again?
You don't?
I don't. Do you?
Well, every once in a while, I cherry pick the movies that I want to see on the big screen because there is something about the experience. And I don't like being ripped off, but the big bag of popcorn or bucket of popcorn and the Slurpee-like drink beverage.
Yeah. I did go to like Avatar. Which I think is the last one.
That would be a big screen movie to me.
Yeah. That would be a big screen.
That would be.
Like James Bond?
Not necessarily.
No, it looks better on my TV than it does on that big
Yeah.
thing.
I like it it's a nice date night for Candace and me.
There you go.
See, I would disagree. I think it's not a good date night for you two. Knowing you two as well as I do. Yeah. My opinion about movies, though, is they're not good for dates because you don't talk to the other person.
But you do over dinner afterwards.
Oh, really? See, I usually just fall asleep after the movie. Sometimes during the movie.
I've fallen asleep during the movie. That's true.
Yeah, if you're falling asleep while in the theater and paying, $40 to get in and out of there, then you may not be getting that return that we all look for.
But the thing is, Candace makes me bring my own snacks now. She doesn't let me eat that junk. I can't have Slurpee-like drinks at the movie. Not allowed as part of the nutrition plan.
We have a couple stories here about James Bond, the 50 years of James Bond, the product placement, and product placement in the latest movie, Skyfall. I only noticed one.
Really?
And I don't always look for this stuff, but I think I'm more observant because I do this sort of thing.
All right, so which one did you notice?
I noticed the Omega watch.
Okay.
I noticed I can't remember what he was doing, but he was doing something. It was like no one holds their wrist at that bizarre angle, to get that. That's an Omega watch. But did it work? I looked at Omega watches, and then I found out that they were like $6,000, and I said no, thank you.
But the thing that works for it is that the Broccolis, the producers, they cover $45 million out of the $200 million budget.
Yeah, no, see, that's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Yeah,
it's a great startup.
Heineken. What else did they do?
Was there Heineken?
Heineken, Coke, Sony, BMW.
Yeah, but Coke is sort of like. I think that's a waste of money for Coke because Coke is just sort of everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're going to get in the movie by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't avoid not shooting a movie and getting someone holding a Coke can.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why do you think? Because if Coke disappeared today, it would be forever before their brand truly disappeared in the consumer's mind.
Oh, yeah.
But why do they continue to do all the marketing and advertising, including product placement in movies, that they do?
Because if they didn't, Pepsi would.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, Pepsi can do it too. Pepsi's huge.
And
PepsiCo's a
Dr. Pepper and Sprite and Fanta and
yeah. I think it's one of those like they just have so much money that they. All right, what else? What else do you want to do? Let's throw some more money at image advertising.
I want one more client like that. I want one client like that.
Coca-Cola had a VP of marketing who was very well known. His name was Sergio Zyman. And there was a time when my wife called on Coke when she was doing consulting. And she remembers distinctly being in the lobby of Coke's corporate headquarters in Atlanta. And Zyman came down to escort her and the rest of the team up to the meeting. And as they're walking through this lobby that is 3 stories tall, filled with sculpture and artwork and unbelievably expensive stuff, the response from Zyman, or the comment from Zyman to the team was looking around saying, "It's amazing what you can buy with sugar water."
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's sugar water.
Yeah.
And they've made a multi-billion-dollar business out of it.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, any stats, Ken, because you did the research on this for us tonight, of what's spent on an annual basis in product placement?
Not on an annual basis. What they really talked about more was that the big brands, if they're lucky enough to get a hit, get incredible returns. Reese's Pieces from E.T., Ray-Ban sunglasses, Risky Business.
See, but those are more those are vital to the script.
The sunglasses were part of the script, yeah.
So were Reese's Pieces.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the Omega watch, James Bond.
Well, they freely admitted that the placements in Skyfall were twice as much as the previous amount of money spent on product placement in a movie. It set a new record, and they were absolutely overt about it. They knew they were being overt with the Omega watch bit.
That's the only, and I didn't notice the other ones at all.
Yeah.
So why did they have the chutzpah to ask that kind of money and believing that they would be able to get it? What was their belief? Because
it's James Bond.
It's because it's James Bond.
Yeah.
That simple.
It's James Bond, and apparently there was a record to be broken. And what else are these, people with net worths of $500 million going to do? It's a competition.
It's an amazing franchise that's been around for a very long time.
Well, think back. I mean, think of the brands that Bond has been associated with. I mean, you obviously start with Aston Martin.
Sure.
Back in the early movie days, Pan Am.
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe Pan Am or maybe the Bond movies killed Pan Am. I don't know. It's no longer around, but Pan American Airlines was always the airline. And then when they died, it was British Air.
That's right. Boy, good memory, Ken.
Yeah. And just it's such an iconic brand in and of itself that being able to link to that is why people spend the money on it. And the Back to the Future movies, they got big play with a DeLorean. I mean, who else thinks about a DeLorean? And if you mention the car, unless you're a sports car buff, you naturally go to Back to the Future.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Yeah. As I think I shared with you guys and our viewers and listeners, I recently finished reading a book called Seducing the Subconscious, and product placement is very much in part what this book is about. It's those subtlety, Coca-Cola, a star drinking a can of Coca-Cola, that is part of the seduction of the subconscious.
Yeah.
Because I want to be like him, I want to be with her,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe one of the ways that I'm able to do that is that I'm going to drink the same beverage, wear the same watch, drive the same, or fly the same airline,
Yep.
etc. It is all about seduction.
Yeah.
And often those kinds of connective lines happen when we least are paying attention to it.
Yeah, it's brand association. And take a guess as to what the first prominent product placement was in a movie.
Jeez.
1950s.
Cigarettes.
1950s. That's
Some kind of cigarette.
Nope.
No, I'm going to say either a vacuum cleaner or some kind of dishwashing product.
Gordon's Gin.
Gordon's Gin. I was going to say liquor, yeah.
And guess who the actress was?
Gordon.
Oh, Lord, I know.
Kate Hepburn in The African Queen, because that was the brand that she threw overboard.
Oh, how interesting.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty.
Gordon's Gin.
So what did they get back then?
I have no idea.
I'd love to know
Yeah.
that. Probably $4.75.
Yeah. But the other thing that I figured out in researching product placement, it really falls into one of three means to occur. Either by happenstance, just it fits as part of what the movie is. It could have been anybody's sunglasses, but it was Ray-Ban as part of the plot line in Risky Business.
Right.
Placement for product, where the compensation for getting the product into the movie is a lot of product given away to the producers to give away at their heart's content, or financial compensation in order to be in there. And that's when you get $45 million out of a $200 million budget covered.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. But Tommy and I were commenting earlier while you were stuck in traffic, Brian, about the goodie bags at the Oscars.
Yeah. Those are not bad, eh?
Over 47,000. But listen to some of the stuff. And also, there's a company called Distinctive Assets that puts these things together. They are not associated with the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences. And they're not endorsed by the Academy. But they've been doing this since 2007. This year, over $47,000 worth of goodies.
Wow.
And every nominee gets them, and I think every presenter. And what they got this time around, let's see.
It's no longer just an honor to be mentioned.
No.
To be nominated.
I want my
Now
goodie bag.
Now it's a windfall.
Hand-illustrated tennis shoes, acupuncture sessions.
Wait, what's a hand-illustrated tennis shoe?
I have no idea.
All right.
Acupuncture sessions, a
No, thank you.
$5,000 plastic surgery voucher,
I could use
No,
that.
thank you.
a week's stay at a weight loss retreat, and a year's membership to Heathrow's private VIP service. It also included an elaborate lint remover priced at $19.99, condoms,
Yeah.
crockery that claims to help you lose weight, and for the domestic movie star, a bottle of Windex.
I don't want anything in there.
I wouldn't either, to be honest.
Seriously.
Wasn't there a vacation too? Did you mention that? I thought
Did
there was. Yeah, there
A
was
week's stay at a weight loss retreat.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I don't want any of those.
If I traveled internationally, I'd take the Heathrow thing.
But isn't this
That'd
to
be
an
cool.
extent?
I take the Windex.
Oh,
That's practical.
No,
I
probably the only thing I would actually desire.
I take everything and merchandise it.
Hello, eBay.com.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. But
Yeah.
isn't that a version of product placement?
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
this company that's in there saying, "Okay, we are networking and rubbing shoulders with the rich and famous. I want them to become aware of Dr. Spock and his, his plastic surgery skills, et cetera, et cetera." I mean,
Yeah.
that's product placement at its very best.
Without a doubt. I mean, there's a company out in St. Louis called Maritz, Maritz, and they are incentive program developers. They put together programs for the sales organizations of IBM, for example. And it could include trips and bonuses and points for luggage and the whole 9 yards. And they're lobbied constantly by organizations that want their products and services to be part of these programs. I subscribe to a magazine called Sales and Marketing Management. Half of the ads in the magazine have to do with reward programs for salespeople.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's a multi-million, tens of million, hundreds of $1 million that people spend on this stuff every year.
You know, that's an interesting thing about just motivating employees. What you give them, for that kind of stuff. And I get these, brochure magazine things, and there's everything you could possibly think of. All of it just looks cheap.
Yeah, a lot of it are second-tier brands.
And it's like who the heck would want like a, faux glass thing that says you're a great salesperson?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Like, really? Who would buy that? Or like, the Timex gold watch or faux gold. Like, no.
Do you ever go through the, whether it's American Express or Visa or somebody who sends you the catalog associated with their rewards program?
No, I didn't.
They send out this catalog, 4-color, it's like a full-fledged brochure.
I've seen it.
And I look at some of these prizes in there. You can get a set of Callaway golf clubs, but you got to spend like $135,000 on American Express in order to qualify enough points.
Right.
They're saying, I'm not spending that amount. I can go buy the clubs for $1,200.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Not worth it.
No.
I totally agree.
It definitely isn't.
And, the employees, they want cash or time off or respect.
The other thing.
Yeah, I mean, as long as like the work environment is not absolutely horrendous, most people are just like, put it in the envelope and let's be done with it.
I agree with you 150%, Brian.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Give me the cash.
Right. Or an extra week vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That
Paid vacation.
Paid. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm happy to give furloughs.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to do stuff for every time you achieve quota on a monthly basis, you get your birthday plus another day a year. That kind of thing.
There you go.
Your birthday plus another day?
Yeah.
So
you could amass 12 vacation days if you beat your quota every month.
No way. That's 12 vacation. Are you crazy?
Why not?
That's like doubling the amount of vacation days.
Yeah.
No way.
But
if you're nailing the sales numbers, why not?
No.
You are really cheap, Brian.
No.
Come on.
You got to be dialing for dollars. I want to see your fingers bleeding because you're dialing so much.
That's what Ken is talking about, though. If you have a salesperson that's hitting that quota plus every single month, and they can continue to do that, you wouldn't.
I tell you what, if you're that business owner and you have that employee, shame on you. You're making those sales quota goals way too easy. That's terrible.
You have the option at the end of the year to double the quota.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, every good company does, don't they?
I mean, that.
I don't know.
I caught him by surprise with that one. He wasn't quite sure how to react.
I to tell you what, I don't know where Dave Moore is, but I made my quota in 2012. I don't know where he is.
And what did he pay you? Or what did you pay yourself?
No, we bought more equipment.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen David in many, many a moon. At least I haven't seen him in many, many a moon.
I keep him locked up pretty good.
There you go.
So
where are we going next here, boys?
Let's see, 10 Oscar-worthy examples. Oh, of newsjacking for the Oscars.
Yeah.
This was fun. These are always kind of fun. Charmin, I thought, was actually the most clever.
I agree.
Charmin has a meme out there that they put on Twitter. Beautiful red dress walking the carpet or wherever it is, and what's trailing behind it? Little piece of Charmin toilet paper.
Not so little, actually.
Not so little. But that was funny. Special K, I still don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get Special K at all.
Like, what are you saying? Your food tastes better on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
It's the red carpet and little crumbles of Special K cereal, and they say, come follow us for all the action.
Yeah, that
doesn't make any
sense.
sense.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me either. You have to think too hard.
Yeah. There's a lot of the Special K ones that don't make any sense. Jeez, there's a lot of them. Good Lord, there's like 4 of them, 5 of them. U.S. Cellular. What's this about?
I didn't look at that.
It's a cell phone with a big like lipstick kiss thing on it with lips, and it says, "Our 4G devices look hot without spray tans. Hello, better."
What?
I don't know.
I
It's
missed that.
just like a bizarre slap at celebrities. Our 4G devices look hot without spray tans, and it's like someone had with red lipstick had kissed their phone. And I'm like, all right,
That's dumb.
that's dumb.
Right. And again, just demanding you think way too hard.
Yeah. Newsjacking the Bond franchise. Oscar Mayer. Bacon and Bond.
Yeah,
Very clever.
Bacon,
bacon,
not stirred.
not stirred.
I
Right.
like that.
That's
one.
a great one.
Yeah.
See, the bacon ones are kind of fun because everybody loves bacon. That's what I think.
Well, even if you're not supposed to, you still do.
You jump ahead. American Express did well. The gold card associated with the gold statuette.
Yep.
That one I thought worked.
You know what though? But it really needs to be. That's an ad just for Oscars. Because
Yes.
otherwise, you would be like, "What?" You know, you would be like, "Why is this thing on a top hat?" Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a newsjack of the Oscars.
Yeah.
So it worked.
Yeah.
Do we get any sense of the ratings for this particular? I understand that they
much
were
better.
That's what I understand.
Yeah.
Did you like the Seth MacFarlane?
I didn't. It started way too slow, but when William Shatner jumped in,
Yeah.
that made it funny.
Yeah.
That they're going back and forth trying to improve. I thought that did justice to the opening.
Yeah. I think Shatner saved him.
He did, without a doubt.
I agree.
Well, it was planned that he would. So.
Are you guys Family Guy?
No.
No, not really.
Or
Oh.
American Dad, neither.
American Dad I haven't gotten into, but Family Guy is laugh out loud funny.
No.
He's a smart and talented dude.
See,
Seth
I just don't
MacFarlane.
think. I think like I was writing that comedy in high school.
Yeah.
And I don't like that's not. It's not clever. It's not funny. I could poop a better script. I don't get it.
I thought the funniest moment was the joke on the Abraham Lincoln assassination and the groans from the audience. And he looks on and he says, "Really? 150 years and it's still too soon?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was just perfect on his part. He did that well.
Dear Red Carpet, it's been fun. J.C. Penney's doing it. Looks like a co-op with Dyson.
Yeah.
A little co-op advertising there.
I love the Stella Artois, it's a beer.
The beer.
Yeah. And it was to Christopher Waits, I think is how it's pronounced, who won the Best Supporting Actor.
Right. Christopher Waltz. Yeah.
Waltz. And they did one at the end of the show with the beer glass being empty.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very well bookended.
Absolutely.
Nicely done.
He's a great actor, by the
Isn't he
way.
good?
Oh man, have you guys seen Django?
I have not.
I have not. I've heard some less terrific reviews of it.
I imagine it on a 52-inch screen somewhere in the Avon area soon.
58.
58? Smile on his face as you say that.
No, I enjoyed it. If you're a Tarantino fan, you're
am.
gonna like it. Yes.
He was wired.
Yes. Well, he's always wired. I mean,
My
lives
God.
on the edge, I think.
He was just wound up.
Absolutely.
But he
Absolutely.
does good movies.
He does.
Everybody says that the one with Jackie Brown in it, I can't remember the name of it, was his best movie.
Tarantino's movie?
Yeah,
Jackie Brown. Why am I not making the connection? I'm not sure.
I can't remember. She played an airline flight attendant who was smuggling drugs from Mexico into the U.S., got picked up.
It's not ringing
Was
a
it
bell.
was the film called Jackie Brown?
Yeah, it might have been. It might have been. I remember that was the name of the lead character.
Jackie Brown is a 1997 crime drama film
That's
written
it.
and directed by Quentin
That's it.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
There you go.
Adaptation of American
I
novelist
never saw
Elmore
that.
Leonard's
Yeah,
Rum
Tarantino
Punch.
insiders say that's his best.
Really?
Yeah.
Stars Pam Grier.
Thank you. Not Jackie Brown. Pam Grier starred. Resurrected her career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Me-
that's it.
It resurrected her career. Let's see what she's done since then.
I
Nothing.
don't know. Nothing? Well,
Pam who?
begins and ends with
Okay,
Quentin
so
Tarantino.
well,
movies.
it's either the Birdcage, Foxy Brown in 1974. Nothing. 1997, she's in Jackie Brown.
Nothing after?
Where?
Nothing.
Wow.
Mm.
Pam, what happened?
I don't know. I think of Tarantino. My favorites are always the Kill Bills. Love those.
No, me too.
Great movies.
Me too.
Those were pretty interesting. I thought it was a little slow.
The second one, Kill Bill 2.
Yeah, I don't quite. It's not like Star Wars where I know every line.
Every line.
But yeah, I mean, I think the message got a little old for me. They could have done that in 2 movies, I think. Didn't they do it in 3?
No, they did in 2.
Volume 3? Kill
Nope.
Bill Volume 3?
I don't think
No,
so.
sir.
If they did, I never saw it.
Which brings me to the next Star Trek. Are you going to the theater? Or are you going to wait and do it at home?
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Trek. Due out this spring.
I don't know. I might go just because I'm a fanboy of Star Trek.
They're big screeners.
But this is with that new younger cast, right?
Yep.
The first one I thought was out of sight good.
Yeah, I agree.
And I tell you, I went in there with the expectation of, you know what, this is probably going to suck.
Yeah.
Because it's already characters that have been like memorialized. But I mean, even like the guy who, Kirk is fine.
Yeah.
Kirk is not a caricature of William Shatner at all. He's his own. It's his own guy.
He did a good job with it.
I think the guy who played Bones was unbelievably good.
I agree.
I mean, I am thinking DeForest Kelly as a young man when that guy is on stage.
My favorite was the actor that played Scotty.
Also very good. Little on the caricature side, but Scotty was kind of a caricature anyway.
Star Trek is a caricature.
No, not anymore.
Yeah?
Not since the Next Generation. They got
They
way
did
into
get
the
serious.
drama.
Yeah.
I've
Big
actually
Star Trek fan, though. That's a big screen see.
Yeah, that could be a big. Well, now that what's his name is doing it? Is it? It's not Jason Bay, is it? Who's the director? Michael Bay. Thank you. Oh, is that what it is? Well, like I said, he's not doing it. Wow, Mark Wahlberg turned down Star Trek. Can you believe that?
Did he really?
I didn't know that.
Huh.
Incredible.
I am waiting for the recreation of The Man from U.N.C.L.E. They had rumors of it with George Clooney starring as Napoleon Solo, and it never took off. That's the one I'm waiting on. Grew
Uncle
up
George.
with that one. So,
Could be very interesting. Well, good luck, everybody, with your movie picks. Maybe we can do a movie podcast.
There you go.
That would be kind of fun.
that would be.
Thank you all for joining us. We can't do the show without our sponsors, Gateway Financial Partners, the accounting firm of Budwitz and Meyerjack, and Deepwater Seafood of Avon. Very special thanks to Evan Richards in the chat room. Evan, you're doing a great job, brother. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Cheers.